Well, joining me now in the studio is Hassan Ben Imran, who is the director of One Justice. That is an NGO that provides legal aid and support to vulnerable people living in conflict zones. Thanks so much for joining us. Gaza must be one of your most challenging areas. I mean, it's already considered a humanitarian crisis. So if this conflict escalates further, as we've seen over the last 2 days, where will it leave the people of Gaza?
The situation for Gaza has exceeded any limits that anyone can describe. Like, it has been described many times that as an inhabitable place already. So imagine how Gaza would look like after a war like this. Gaza has been totally destroyed after 2014. A new war means that Gaza will look for options that are unfavorable to everyone. I think we need to put this into context. 2 million people have been deprived of each and every kind of right. I'm not talking about political rights. I'm not talking about the right to self-determination. I'm talking about their basic rights, the right to electricity, to food, to drink, to travel. Those people who have love stories and would like to get married to other people, those people who would like to study in different universities. So you can describe that this situation can lead to all kinds of options that no one wants to reach to. Unfortunately, we don't have any wise leadership on the Israeli side to realize that. We don't have any wise leadership in the United States that has been backing Israel to continue with that. The situation is going to escalate, unfortunately, and there seems no hope that this is going to improve.
But do you think there's wise leadership on the Palestinian side as well? Because there's so much conflict, internecine conflict in Palestine itself.
I'm not going to say that the Palestinian side is totally on the, it's doing everything sound, but also I found it a little bit not reasonable and not sensical that we would blame the victim and we would blame someone that has no means of reaching their own rights. You know, the Palestinian side has been changing over and over again. You had Yasser Arafat, you had then the peace process leadership, then you had again the different leaderships. All kinds of approaches for the Palestinians did not work. Oslo has been 20 years old. Oslo is dead. Nothing has been given to the president, Mahmoud Abbas. He had tried everything. And at the end, the United States says, okay, Jerusalem is off the table, for example. So I'm not sure what the Palestinians go to try in order to reach that. But again, there should be some wise leadership on both sides in order to reach a solution that can save as many lives as possible.
But we did hear, I mean, some encouraging words from Prime Minister Netanyahu, who said that the humanitarian crisis must be solved. That was just less than 1 week ago. Egypt has been taking steps towards trying to be more involved as a kind of a peace moderator in this process. So, I mean, is there some kind of hope that peace can maybe be negotiated? Is the will at least there?
Unfortunately, Israel sees peace as a tool to implement its own projects, like, for example, settlements in the West Bank. Until now, we have not seen any indication that Israel needs peace, because simply they are a mass destruction machine. They can do whatever they want. The Palestinians, no matter how, much they would talk about the resistance, about calling for their rights, but I don't think they are really, going to change the status quo. Like, Israel is a nuclear power in the Middle East. Israel is a very strong army. So I really hope on the personal level that there will be peace. But looking at the current situation, I don't see a serious will from the Israeli side for peace. Previously, you had the Israeli left really believing in some sort of peace, perhaps not the just peace that the Palestinians wanted, but at least they were able to talk. Right now, with the rightist leadership and right-wing leadership in Israel, you kind of don't find anyone to talk to, anyone that you can agree with on anything.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for coming in and speaking to us.
Thank you.